Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that I think we all searching for in one way or another. Peace. Our world can feel so chaotic, right? The news, our jobs, even our personal lives can be a whirlwind of stress and anxiety. We're constantly bombarded with things that steal our sense of calm. It is so easy to get caught up in the storm and feel like we're just being tossed around by the waves. But what if I told you there's a different kind of peace available to us? A peace that isn't dependent on our circumstances. A peace that can anchor us even when everything around us is shaking. This brings me to a powerful verse in the Bible found in Colossians chapter 3 verse 15. It says, "Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you are called to peace, and be thankful." Let's break that down. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. The word rule here is really interesting. In the original Greek, it's a word that means to act as an umpire or a referee. Think about a sports game. What does an umpire do? They make the calls. They decide what's in and what's out. They keep the game moving according to the rules. So when Paul tells us to let the peace of Christ rule in our hearts, he's saying we should let it be the umpire of our thoughts, feelings, and decisions. When a worried thought pops up, we can hold it up to the peace of Christ. Does this thought align with his peace, or is it stealing it? When we're faced with a tough decision, we can ask ourselves, which path leads to a deeper sense of God's calm and assurance? This isn't a passive thing. Notice the verse says, let the peace of Christ rule. It's a choice we make. We have to intentionally invite this peace to take the referee's whistle in our lives. We have to give it the authority to make the calls. This means when anxiety tries to take over, we actively turn our focus back to Jesus. We remind ourselves of his promises, his love, and his presence with us. The verse continues, "Since, as members of one body you were called to peace." This reminds us that we're not alone in this journey. We are part of a community, the body of Christ. This peace isn't just for our individual benefit. It's something that should characterize our relationships with each other. When we are at peace within ourselves, it overflows into how we treat others. We become agents of peace in our families, our friendships, and our communities. A heart ruled by Christ's peace is less likely to engage in gossip, arguments, or division. Instead, it seeks reconciliation and unity. And finally, the verse ends with a simple but profound instruction, and be thankful. Gratitude is the secret sauce. It's the key that unlocks the door for peace to enter. When we focus on what we're thankful for, it shifts our perspective from what's wrong to what's right. It turns our eyes from our problems to our provider. A thankful heart is a heart that is open and receptive to the peace that God so freely offers. They work hand in hand. The more thankful we are, the more we experience his peace. And the more we experience his peace, the more we have to be thankful for. So, how do we practically do this? It starts with spending time with the Prince of Peace himself, Jesus, through prayer, through reading his word, through worship. It's about consciously choosing to hand over our worries and anxieties to him, and instead filling our minds with gratitude. I want to encourage you this week to make Colossians 3:15 your mission. When you feel that anxiety creeping in, stop and say, "Peace, be the umpire of my heart right now," and then find something to be thankful for. You might be surprised at how that simple practice can transform the chaos into calm. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. How do you cultivate peace in your life? Until next time, let his peace rule.